All right, this is Matt Fox here with Vaski after his set in Phoenix at the venue of Scottsdale. He played a really good dubstep set, a lot of up to date music, and the crowd looked like they were definitely feeling it. How do you think it went?
It went really well. People were really into it. There's a younger crowd, so it was a 16 plus event, which is not typical. Usually I play 18 plus, so kind of had to engage the younger crowd, and it was a lot of fun because they have a lot of energy. So it was a good set. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Now you hail from Minnesota, right?
Yeah, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How's the scene up there?
It's really good. There's a couple promoters who do really solid shows. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, and even like if I have no gigs going on and I'm back home, there's definitely a show every night that I can go to and just hang out.
Really? So the scene in Minnesota is what got you started.
Absolutely. When I was 16, 17, I started going to raves there. Even before dubstep was popular. Got into electro house, did a lot of different things like that. So the scene there is definitely what got me moving as a DJ, even before I was popular as a producer.
What got you into producing?
My dad bought this program called Acid Pro, and he showed me how to like link loops together and arrange different kind of tracks, and I thought that was really cool, so I got into it.
Cool. What do you use to produce on now?
Logic.
Nice, nice.
Yep.
Some Mac all the way.
No.
Oh
Uh,
no.
no, PC is great. Mac is great. Whatever. Mac has much better laptops, and I just got one of the MacBook Pros, so I tried out Logic, and it's pretty sweet. Used to use FL Studio, and I switched over to Logic because it has, honestly, because it has better zoom features for working with things. I still write drums in FL because the drum layering and the sample processing is a lot better in Fruity Loops, but Logic overall, the duplicating and all that kind of stuff is really a lot easier in Logic.
Cool, cool. Now, right now in the dubstep scene, which is getting a lot more mainstream and a lot more popular, there's a lot of big names doing collaborations with each other. Are there any big name DJs that you'd like to saddle yourself up with?
Well, honestly, right now I'm kind of content with doing my own thing. I've done a few tracks with Downlink. He's a good friend of mine, and at the moment I'm more focusing on doing collaborations with vocalists, and even vocalists that you may have never heard of, but people that have a fresh sound and a new take on the kind of sound that I'm into. I've done I've tried to do some stuff with people that are kind of that you've heard a lot of stuff from, and it's not really that fresh sounding. You gotta progress and find the newest people in the scene, and that's what I'm all about.
Cool. Now you just premiered, I guess, a new unreleased track. The last one you played for your set. That's a lot different from most of the other stuff you've produced. Where'd that come from?
That came from my screamo slash metal roots. I played drums in a metalcore band for a number of years, and that never really went that far, just kind of in the local scene, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm really into that scene. So it's still kind of my kind of music, and I really wanted to combine dubstep with that, and I got my friend do vocals on it, and it's really just kind of taken off. Honestly, I originally did it as somewhat of a joke because I was like, well, I got this really hardcore track, you should do some scream vocals on it. So he did, and I started playing it, and honestly, every single city that I play it in, they love it. I haven't had a bad reaction to it yet, so I'm gonna keep playing it.
Cool, awesome. So I guess we're just about out of time, but if you got anything else to plug, new websites, big performances coming up, new tracks, stuff like that, go ahead and say it now.
Well, I'm working on a full-length album right now, so that's a pretty big deal. Gonna have dubstep as well as other kinds of music on it, some electro house, maybe some other things. Won't really get into details right now, but look out for that.
You got a Twitter, Facebook?
Yeah, Twitter slash Vaski Music, Facebook slash Vaski Music. You can find me pretty easily on there. Just Google the name, VASKI, you'll find it easily.
Cool, and your website's vaskimusic.com?
Yep, correct.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me. Thanks a million.
All right, thank you.
When this track drops, I want all of you to go mental.